right, good morning, everybody. We're going to start with our toe lift, so lift and lift. So it's Tuesday. We've got Tabatas today, 2 exercises, 20 seconds work, 10 seconds rest, and we're going to do 4 rounds of everything. 4, 3, heels up, right then left, right and left. So start to wake up the bottom of the foot and a little bit of ankle and knee. 4, 3, we're going to march standing nice and tall. Start to brace the core. Add a little bit of a bicep curl. 4, 3, 2, hamstring curls, tricep press it back. Reach your hands back towards your heels. Good. 4, 3, 2, we're going to go back to our march. We're going to start to swing the arm forward. So thumbs pointing up towards the ceiling. Good. 8, 7, 4, 3, back to our curls, and we're going to take the arms out to the side. So reach and reach. So a little side swing. 4, 3, 2, slow deadlift right in the center. Hinge it forwards. Stand up nice and tall. So shoulders down, ribs tucked. Take your hips. We're going to try to touch the wall behind you. Bring it back up. So reach down. Grab your socks. 4 more. Hinge. 2. Stand. 2. And place your hands on your pelvis, and you'll feel your entire upper body move as you rotate. All the way up, slow squat. Now we're going to sit our hips back and stand up nice and tall. So now our upper body doesn't really go anywhere. We just want to sit our hips towards our heels. Down, 2, up, 4 more. So reach, up nice and tall. So you've got that book on your head. We're trying to hold it nice and stable. Down, 2, up, 2. Good. Let's hinge it forward, open and close our book. So we're holding a little bit of a deadlift. Open, close, open, close. 4, 3, 2. Good. All the way up, shoulder circle, up and back, and then we're going to bring it back around to the front. Up and back around to the front. So thumb up and rotate, circle back around. Thumb up. Good. 4 more. So thumb up, rotate, pinky down. Same thing on the way back. 2 more. 1 more. Good. Forward step and reach right here. Forward step. Pull it back. Squeeze the shoulder blades. So you're going to grab something. You're going to pull it a little bit closer to you. 2. Side lunge, step it out, hold it in place right here. So just a little inner outer thigh, waking up those hips. 4, 3, 2, hold it in the center, cat-cow, inhale, exhale. Good. In and out. 1 more. Good. Roll it all the way up. Readjust if you need to. We're going to walk it out to our plank. So hinge it forwards. Walk it out. Nice, good plank. Hold in place. Walk it all the way back up. So hinge forwards. Walk out. If you need to, use that chair. You're going to put your hands on the seat of the chair. You're going to step it back into your plank. Good. We're going to bring it all the way up 1 more time. Walk it out. And then all the way back up. Come back into the middle. We're going to do our heel stomps. Right here, stomp and stomp. Full jumps if you'd like. I want you to think about really trying to stomp the heels down into the ground, hard as you can. Good. 4, 3, march it out, shake it out, roll the shoulders. Up, back, and down into your back pocket. So into our Tabatas, circuit number 1. We're gonna do 2 rounds right, 2 rounds left. So the triple step out squat is you're gonna step it out a little farther, and a little farther, and then come back in. So you're gonna do 3 step squats out, and then come back in. And then the leg that was stepping out is the one that's going to stay in front. We're gonna lunge with a bicep curl. So decide if you wanna use weights. This first round is all lower body, except for the bicep curls. But we're gonna do our triple stepping out squat in 3, 2, and 1. So I'm just holding 1 dumbbell. I'm gonna take it out 3, 2, 1. Stand tall, all on the same side. So kind of hold a little squat. It's like a little bit of a pulse, but every time we pulse, we step it out a little bit further and come back up. 2 and 1. Good, bring it in. The leg that was stepping out is now going to stay in place. The other leg is going to step it back. Lunge with a curl, time's on. So we're gonna step it back, lunge, and then we're gonna curl it up at the top. Lunge, curl at the top. So just drop the back knee towards the floor, stand through. 2 and 1. Good. I'm gonna do the same side. If you wanna do the left side this time, you can, but just for ease of convenience, here we go. So we're gonna take it out. So it's pulse 3, 2, 1, all the way up. So kind of a narrow shoulder width, a little bit wider. So down, 2, 3, and lift. Last set, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, going for our lunge with our bicep curl. 3, 2, and 1. So step it back, lunge it, nice and tall, curl at the top. So front knee, staying over your shoelaces, back knee, dropping down towards the floor. When we go back for our lunge, try to keep your feet hip width apart. Sometimes we try to step it back and go kind of narrow. Good, rest. And that's when we lose our balance. So back for our triple squat. Other side, 2 and 1. So you're gonna take it down. You're gonna do 3, 2, 1, and then stand tall. The hard part is we don't want to keep our weight over that front leg and kind of turn it into a little bit of a goofy side lunge. We step it out, we center our body in the middle of our feet. Good, rest, bring it back up, lunge with a curl. Lunge with a curl. So now the leg that was stepping out stays in place, lunge it back, curl it at the top. So drop the back knee towards the floor, push through, stand tall. It's okay if your knee doesn't get to the floor. 2 and 1. If your squats and your lunges are uncomfortable, keep an eye on where your knees are going. 2 and 1. So I'm still sitting my hips back towards my heels. 2, 1, and up. So step it out. 3, 2, 1, lift. 3, 2, 1, lift. Good. Our last 3, 2, 1. Bring it all the way up. Lunges, bicep curls. Our next round is going to be upper body. 2 and 1. So we step it back, drop it down, stand tall, curl it. So back knee towards the floor. Front knee over the shoelaces. If you feel this in your knees, make sure you're not pushing your knee forwards. Think about what the back leg is doing a little bit more than the front. Good. Bring it up. Rest. Dumbbells down. Walk around. Grab a quick drink if you need it. We have rows, and then we have two-way shoulders, which is our up, open, down, up, close, and down. So go ahead, grab those dumbbells. So just nice basic rows, nothing fancy. In 3, 2, and 1. So nice good hinge forwards. We're just gonna drive the elbows back. Check your body position, make sure that we're not rounding our spine and feeling it in our back. We wanna just hold that neutral position. You naturally have curves in your back. 2 and 1. Good, two-way shoulders. You wanna keep the natural curves in your back, you just don't wanna make them bigger or smaller. 2, 1, good. So bring it up, open and down, and then side, close, and down. You can do thumbs pointing up, or you can do palms facing the floor. So this is thumbs up, this is palms to the floor. You pick what's gonna feel better for your shoulders. Good, rest. Gonna go back for our rows. So I'm keeping it kind of light today. I'm doing medium and light weights right here. So hinge it forward, drive it back, squeeze the shoulders together, then the elbows and the wrists are gonna follow along. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, going back for two-way shoulders. Find a hand position that works best. 2 and 1. So bring it up, open and down, side, close, and down. Soft knees. I like to do, especially when I start going heavier, I like to do soft knees. Helps me keep that little bit of a rib tuck. Here's 2 and 1. Going back for rows. Round number 3. 2 and 1. Shoulders down. Pull the ribs in. Drive and lower. So driving the hands back towards the fronts of your pelvis, towards the front of your hips. Nice good squeeze. So it's not going to be a straight up and down. This turns into biceps. It's a up and back. Good. Rest. Two-way shoulders. That good test is if you can pinch your shoulder blades together without bending your elbows or your wrists. Good. Time's on. That's kind of a little test that you're using your back to lift. Good. So front, open, and down. Side, close, down. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We've got one more set. One more set, upper body. Nice good rows. 2 and 1. So again, hinge. Think about running your hands right up and down the side of your leg. So I kind of do, my hand kind of runs. My seam is like on the front third of my leg, or that middle third. So I just run my hand right up and down the side of my thighs. 2 and 1. One more set. Two-way shoulders. And 3, 2, and 1. Brace the core. Up, open, and down. Side, center, and down. So our shoulders are away from our ears. Just trying to get a nice good lift. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Grab a quick drink of water. We're gonna move on. Circuit number 3, we're going back to lower body. We're gonna do a single leg deadlift, and you are welcome to do kickstand. And then we're going to do curtsy lunges. So again, both exercises on the right, both exercises on the left. Decide if you want to use a dumbbell or 2, or if you don't want to use any dumbbells at all and focus on balance. But single leg deadlift in 3, 2, and 1. So it's a nice good hinge. So your first option is going to be that kickstand deadlift. Your second option is going to be your deadlift, and you're just going to let that back leg lift off the ground as you hinge forwards. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up. Same leg stays put. We're gonna cross it over to the other side. Nice, good curtsy. 2 and 1. So I'm just gonna cross, curtsy, and lift. And it can be just a smaller cross. Just try not to turn your hip and open it to the side. Hips, knees, and toes are pointing to the front. Big step behind, big cross over to the other side. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring it in. We're going to go back to those single leg deadlifts. If you want to do right, left, go for it. I'm going to do 2 rounds right, shoulders down. Here we go. So we're going to hinge and we're going to lift. And if you're doing single dumbbell like I am, or even if you're not, make sure we're not letting our body rotate. We don't want that shoulder to drop towards the floor. Almost try to pull that shoulder back a little bit and keep it there. Good. Rest. Bring it in. We're going to go right back into those curtsies. 3, 2, and 1. So good. So just a little bit cross. Sit back into it. You grab your dress, a little curtsy. You grab your cape, whatever you have. You're just going to cross behind, drop it down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in, shake it out. Same thing on the other side. So single leg or kickstand. Just nice, good, stable position. Here we go. So we're going to hinge and we're going to lift. So again, kind of think about pulling this shoulder back a little bit. Keep your body as parallel to the floor as you can. If you want to make it a little bit harder, we hinge and then we lift. Hinge. Bring it in. Getting ready for curtsy lunges this side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So little cross, little sit, and bring it up. Cross and sit. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We have one more set. Single leg deadlift. And then going for our curtsies. 3, 2, and 1. So hinge it forwards. Stand up nice and tall. Same rule applies here. We just push the hips back and then we bow. So you want to feel like you're loading that glute on that standing leg. So hips back and then bow. You can put your hand on your buns. 2 and 1. Sometimes that's all your brain needs to be, oh yeah, that's what I'm trying to work. Just hands on the buns. It's okay. Good. 3, 2, curtsy lunges. So same thing. Hands can be here. You're at home. Doesn't matter. Nobody cares. It's just that mind-muscle connection. Sometimes you have to tell your mind where the muscle is. And it's also good because then you can feel, hey, I can feel the loading. I can feel the stretching. 2 and 1. Bring it in. Shake it out. Walk around. Grab a drink. We're going back to upper body. We're going to do an overhead tricep extension, and we're going to do rear flies. If overhead extensions are not for you, you can do a tricep kickback, or you can grab a band, hold one end of the band at your chest, other end of the band goes down and up. You'll do 2 rounds right, 2 rounds left. Rest of us, overhead tricep extension. I'm going to go light, and I'm going to do 1 dumbbell in each hand. You do what works for you. 20 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So we're bringing it all the way up. Good. And then we just lower and then lift. If this is not for you today, tricep kickbacks are fine. I like to mix it up a little bit. Sometimes your shoulders don't like this though, and that's okay. It's understandable. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. We're going to go for rear fly. Deadlift position, shoulders down. Tuck the ribs under. Hinge it back. We're going to lift it up and down. Time's on. So nice, good lift. Nice, good lower. I'm going light. I'm trying to focus on lifting with the back of my shoulder. You might get a little bit of that mid-back squeeze. And I try to get as close to parallel to the floor as I can get. Good, rest. Bring it up. Round 1 done, 3 to go. Going for your tricep exercise, whichever one feels better for you. Good, time's on. So I want you to do your best to try to keep your elbows in and close to your ears. So we want to try not to take the elbows out, and we want to try not to turn it into an accidental overhead press. It's just a bend and a straighten. So we rotate, show me your pinkies, show me the end of your dumbbell. Good. Rest, going for rear flies. Good, 3, 2, and 1. So lift and lower. So a nice good side raise. It's a side raise, but you're bent over. So we can use gravity to pull the dumbbells down. If you need to stay standing and you've got a band pull apart is a great substitution. 2 and 1. So a band pull apart is a great substitute. I'm going to demo with 1 dumbbell. Same thing. I want to try to keep my elbows in versus letting my elbows go out. I'm trying to keep them in. I rotate from my shoulder to my pinkies. And I know everybody's shoulders are different, but for this one, neutral position with your shoulder is actually usually safer and a little more comfortable. Good. Rest. Going for our rear flies. Good. 3, 2, and 1. So hinge forwards. Nice, good lift and lower. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. We have one more set. One more set of triceps. So overhead or kick back. 2 and 1. So lower and lift. So I want you to imagine I'm trying to kind of think about bringing the end of my dumbbell to either side to my shoulders. So I'm not trying to go to the middle. I'm just trying to bring it right down to my shoulders. 2 and 1. Good. Bring it in. We're going to go for rear fly. Last set. And we have a couple rounds on the floor. You can absolutely stay standing. Good. Hinge it forwards. Rear fly. This is one that if you have a table or a chair, you can put your forehead on the table and just have yourself back far enough that you can lift and lower those arms without hitting. But you can press your forehead on the table or on the back of the chair. Good. Bring it in. Shake it out. Walk around. Grab a drink if you need it. We've got 2 more rounds. Again, option 1 is on the floor. Option 2 is standing. So we're going to do hip rainbows. If you're staying standing, if you can do an incline plank even against the wall, we're going to go up and over and then bring it back. So just a nice good up and over and back. Your second exercise is going to be a side plank. If you are staying standing, you're going to do a single-sided farmer carry. So heavy dumbbell on one side only, and you're just going to walk around. Your goal is to try not to lean away from or towards that weight. And the heavier the weight, the more you're going to notice. But we're going to take it down onto the floor, and we're just going to go for a nice good hip rainbow. So hands and knees, 20 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So good hands and knees position. Take the leg up, so up and over, and then bring it back. It does not have to be way over to the side and then way over to the side. Think about your glutes. Think about a braced core. Your rainbow can be narrow at the bottom and tall in the middle. 2 and 1. And I'm just going to rotate right over onto my side and come right back into that side plank. 2, 1. Your time is officially on. So I'm just going to do side planked, the leg that was doing the rainbow. I just have it out straight. So just a nice good side plank, lifting up, trying to lift with my obliques and my hips. Good. 3, 2, 1. And then I'm just going to rotate it right back into my hands and knees position. Readjust if needed. 3, 2, and 1. So I've just got my nice big rainbow. Again, it can be a narrow at the base and high in the middle, or it can be a little bit more flat. Rainbows come in all shapes and sizes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Again, I'm just going to rotate my bottom leg, come over onto the side, lift up into a side plank when you're ready. 2, 1. Time is officially on. Now, if anybody's feeling a little extra brave, we're going to take that top leg and we're going to lift it off the ground. Now, if you're on your toes, this is going to be a little bit harder, but just think it's how much harder it is just to lift that leg a little bit off the floor. 2, 1. Bring it in. We're going to do the other side. I'm going to flip over. You can always just go right back to your hands and knees. 2, and 1. So leg is out. We just do lift up and over and back down. Up and over and back down. So we want to keep our spine neutral. We don't want to let that low back arch and round. Good. Bring it in. Open up to the side. Side plank. Squeeze the glute. Open the hips. We're going to lift it up. Your time is officially on. So I rotated my legs, so my toe isn't pointing towards my other toe. I'm on my side like I was kneeling and I just kind of fell over a little bit. So open up the chest, squeeze the glute, squeeze that hip. 3, 2, 1. Rotate it back around, coming back to hands and knees. You'll be happy to know that our last 2 exercises are on our backs. Back to our rainbow. 2, and 1. So up and back. So a little bit of a cross, and then up and out, kind of towards where the 2 corners meet, or the 2 walls meet for the corner. Does not have to be all the way to the side and go wall to wall. You can do corner to corner. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Rotate. So hip pivot on that leg that's down onto your side plank. Nice good lift. Time is on. So we're holding it here. Again, lift with your ribs, lift with your hips. And then if you'd like to make it a little bit harder, that top leg, we're going to lift it off of the ground and we're going to hold it. This is where I start to get the cramp in my bottom leg. 3, 2, 1. Carefully bring it in. We're going to take it onto our backs. We're going to need dumbbells for a chest fly with a Skullcrusher. If you're staying standing, you can just grab a couple dumbbells and do your reverse chest fly and not worry about the Skullcrushers. We've already done triceps. Or if you've got a band, put it around behind you, press it out, and open and close like you're going to do a hug. Second exercise is a weighted dead bug. If you are standing, you can just do a weighted march and you'll be good to go. So we're going to need kind of medium weights for the chest fly to Skullcrusher, and then probably light weights for that weighted dead bug. Or don't worry about adding weights to your dead bug, just do your dead bugs. We're going to do chest fly Skullcrusher, 20 seconds, in 3, 2, 1. So arms are up. This is where we just go out, in, and then we bend and straighten. So open, close, hands to the side of your head, hands straight. Open, close, bend the elbow, straighten the elbow. Open, close, bend, straighten. Good. Weighted dead bugs. I am going to switch to a lighter weight. Arms up, legs up, opposite arm and leg go for the floor. So right thumb, left heel, bring it up. Left thumb, right heel, bring it up. It does not have to touch the floor. If your shoulders do not like that, they don't like going all the way to the floor, you don't have to go to the floor. The challenge here is to keep that low back, good, rest, that low back close to the floor, brace your core. Let's bring it back, chest fly, Skullcrushers, 2, and 1. This is your standing option, is your standing chest fly. So if you don't want to be on the floor, this is your option. If you're okay being on the floor, stay on the floor. You're golden. I just know some people don't like to be on the floor. So this is a standing option if you choose to do so. Good, rest, bring it in, and then we're going to do a weighted dead bug. So I'm just going to take my dumbbells, hold them at my shoulders, 2 and 1. So this is your standing option. If you are on the floor, you're going to do that dead bug. But this is just an option. I know we've had some people that have had surgeries or what have you, and getting up and down off of the floor is always such a party, right? Here's 2 and 1. Good. All right. Chest fly, Skullcrusher on your back. Low back into the floor, 2 and 1. So we're going to open, bring it up, lower, and lift. So we're getting chest open, close, triceps lengthen and shorten. We're combining 2 exercises here. This is kind of light for me. 3, 2, 1, but that's okay. We're going to switch it for our dead bugs on our back, arms up, legs up, low back into the floor, 2 and 1. So right thumb, left heel, go to the floor, and then we switch. So a little soft bend in the elbow. I'm focusing on core stability and a little shoulder mobility. I don't want to force it. My shoulders feel pretty good today. I want to try to keep them that way. 2 and 1. Good. Bring it in. All right. Going back. Chest fly, Skullcrusher. This is our last set. 2, 1. So open, close, bend, and straighten. So a little stretch in the chest and the shoulders, and then a little stretch on the back of the arms for that Skullcrusher. Three, 2, and 1. All right, last set. Weighted dead bugs, or unweighted is okay too. 3, 2, and 1. Weighted dead bugs is just going to add a little bit of mobility. We're going to challenge the arms a little bit more, a little bit of a pullover, but it's also going to challenge the core because now we have to resist the dumbbell pulling us up and back. Good job. Rest. Bring it in. Shake it out. You're welcome to stay on the floor. If you're standing, you can walk around. I'm going to move my dumbbells out of the way. So give yourself a little bit of space. Move your equipment out of the way. We're going to get ready to stretch. We're going to be on our backs. And if you don't want to be on your back, you can come up to a standing position and you can do this sitting down. So we're going to take our left leg out straight. Let's pull the right knee into the chest. And we want to try to keep that straight left leg as straight as possible. I want as much of the back of your leg touching the floor as possible, even when we start to pull in on that right knee. So if you pull in on the right knee and you feel like your calf starts to lift off the floor or your thigh, I want you to relax a little until you can get that left leg straight again. Nice, good stretch. Let's switch. So right leg out as straight as you can. Press the bottom of the foot towards the wall. And then we're going to pull the left knee into the chest. You can grab in front of the knee, or if it's more comfortable, grab behind the thigh. Three, 2, 1. We're going to pull both knees into the chest, and then we're going to take both knees over to the right side of the body. Get them as close to the floor as you can, and then we're going to take our left arm and open it back behind you. So we're kind of doing a little bit of a twist. So both knees go to the right, And then your upper arm on the left side, we're trying to open that shoulder towards the floor, palm facing up. Nice, good chest stretch. Good, release, bring it back in the center. Now we're gonna take both knees over to the left. Relax them into the floor, and then our right arm is gonna open up and back behind us. And it's always interesting to see, this side definitely feels tighter to me. I'm having a much more difficult time keeping my knees stacked and trying to get that shoulder to the floor. Four, three, two, one. Bring it all the way over to the side. We're gonna push ourselves up to a seated position, and then we're gonna come over to hands and knees. We're gonna sit it back into our child's pose. So sit your hips back towards your heels, reach those arms out, nice good stretch, palms on the floor. We're just trying to lengthen our spine a little bit here. Let's bring it up, walk your hands back towards your knees, hips stay close to your heels. Come up to a kneeling position and then come to a half kneeling position, one foot in front of the other. Tuck your tail, squeeze your glute, little bit of a push forwards, and then give yourself a nice good pat on the back. So we're keeping the ribs tucked, we're keeping the tail feathers pointed down towards the floor, nice stretch of the hip, and then we're adding a little stretch of that upper arm. Good, bring it in, switch it over to the other side, so same thing, so half kneeling. Standing position is okay too. Tuck your tail, squeeze the glute, little push forwards, and then give yourself a nice good pat on the back. Good, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that front leg. We're going to relax, pull it back a little bit, come up to a standing position. We're going to flex our hands, straighten our elbows, roll the shoulders up, back, and down into your back pocket. And then change direction. Good. Let's take our arms up, open out to the side, reach the fingertips back, set the shoulder blades. And again, we're just moving the arms in the socket. Change direction so our shoulder blades are nice and stable against our torso. Bring the arms down, roll the shoulders up, back, and down one time. Set them in your back pocket, ear to shoulder, side to side. Bring it up, look to one side, look to the other. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in the center, big breath in, spread the fingers, spread the toes. And exhale. Good, big breath in. And you are all done.